The other day, I received this clip, and the clip came from YouTuber Tanya TKO. And she was saying in this particular video that black women just need to explore their options outside of black men. I want to play that clip and then I'm going to come back.
Because you know what they're saying? What they're saying is the part of the reason that black women don't date out is because men from other communities don't want us because of X, Y, Z and this, that, and the other. Meanwhile, you know that it's loyalty. I know that it's loyalty, but they're not being loyal to you. They're just going out with whoever they think is pretty and nice. They're favoring people who have the of their oppressor, and they think that that's prettier than you. They're not waiting for you. What they're doing is they're going out there, they're listening to all different types of pop music and all different types of the genre and dressing and styles that they feel are going to attract, while you're over there listening to your R&B, your rhythm and blues music, and your oh, I love you, oh, anything you want from me, oh, I do for you. While you're listening to that, they're out there with their damn plastic neon shades on, and they're at their concerts where the girls are dressing up in their top hats and their fishnets, and they're stomping in mud and hula hooping in the corner, and they're like all around looking for a cutie by the porta potty at these events, while you're sitting up there with your damn violin playing your sad love songs. They're out there attracting people from different backgrounds and considering that a step up, while you are over there at home crying and praying. They're out there dating the rainbow. They're diving into many different type of vagine. They're not waiting for you. They're not waiting for you. They're doing what they need to do for them. Meanwhile, you have a biological clock. You are not exercising your choice as woman to choose the best partner for you. You're not doing that. And you're ending up in these situations where you are electing to be AMP for what? Why? They're slandering your name out there. I mean, you know that you're beautiful. We know that we're beautiful. However, they're trying to make it seem as if it is because we are not desirable that is the reason that we are loyal. And I'm telling you to go out there and flex your dating muscles. Stay out there in the energy of being desired. You don't know what you may come across.
So this is something that I keep hearing amongst female content creators. I mean, not that you brothers really care about it, but you keep hearing this certain thing that black men are not waiting for you, or black men do not care about you, therefore that you need to divest, which, I mean, I don't think any black man has an issue with that commentary. But something that I keep hearing is that, black women are just so loyal to black men. Black women are so loyal. That's the reason why we don't date out, because we're so loyal. And when I hear that from black women and black men, as black men digest that particular vernacular, I think black men think that's a complete joke. I'm sorry to say. So whenever black women say, we're just so loyal to you guys, and I'm trying to digest that, most black men think that's comedy. I'm sorry to say, when black women say that, black men think that it's comedy. So what black women like to say is, we're loyal to you, yet you're going over to these other groups of women, and see, that's why they don't care about you. You see, I want to prove my point here by playing this Cynthia G clip that talks about the same thing, and I'm going to come right back.
Black men do not love black women, and this is why there's no behavior that they engage in that they can point to that shows that they love you. Love is not just a feeling, it's an action as well. It's a verb, it's something that you do, it's something that you can observe. You can observe somebody engaging in behaviors that shows that they love someone. That's why there's something called the love language. What is this individual's love language? What does their partner need to do in order to show love? So you can observe love. If there's nothing that black men can point to prove to you that they love you, then it is because they don't. And I think we know this because if we compare it to what they do to express and show love to women of no color or anyone who's not black and possesses white skin, for the people who think there's all these different races out here, they will be able to provide those answers. And you wouldn't even need them to provide it because they make it so blatantly known that everyone can write a laundry list on the ways in which black men show and express their love and so-called preference for women of no color, when in reality what black men have is not a preference. When you say I'm excluding one and only interested in the other, that is not a preference. Preferences are not exclusionary. Preference means there's two things that you like, i.e. keyword, you like both of them, but one of them you like more than the other. So black men do not have a preference. What they have is self-hatred. What they have is anti-blackness. What they have is a disdain for the womb they came from, and they view somebody else's womb, the womb that also give birth to the men that they're constantly complaining about. They see more value in that than you. They do not have a preference, but I digress. So what you have here is black men who like to manipulate black women, who want to exploit black women, who want to keep black women on their side to exploit them, and them having a vested interest in you not going to other groups of men. Because if you go to another group of men, who's going to mule for black men? Who's going to advocate for black men? They certainly aren't going to advocate for themselves. If you go over to men of no color and you're divested into their community, what happens to the black community? What happens to the existence of black men? So everything that black men have, everything that black men are interested in, for the most part, is tied directly to you as a black woman. And if he loses you as a black woman, he loses everything. Does that mean he loves you? No. It simply means he wants to exploit what he has always had available to him, which is a group of black men worshiping black women.
You see, this is the vernacular that I want to talk about. This is the commentary they give. But when they talk about loyal, just ask black women, are you giving black men the loyalty that black men want? Or are you giving the loyalty that you want to give? I'm going to say it again. Are you giving black men the loyalty that black men want? Or are you providing the loyalty that you want to give? And at what standard is that loyalty? Because I can tell you, if it was at the level that black men wanted and could appreciate, you would not see these interracial datings and marriages that y'all are complaining about, although most black men stick with black women. You're talking about the fact that you're loyal, but black men don't look at it as being loyal. And the thing about it is you don't care because you think that, okay, whatever loyalty, quote unquote, you're giving to somebody, they should accept that level of loyalty, although the person is saying that's not good. This is not a good effort. Imagine going to a restaurant and making an order. The food comes late. The food may or may not be cold. The service is terrible. And the person at the restaurant is saying, or the owner or the manager, look, we're giving you great service. You decide to go to another restaurant and then they're talking about you behind your back saying you're not a loyal customer. You know, we just need to change our menu from soul food over to Italian and get a whole new customer base. So you're blaming the customer for going elsewhere. anytime the buyer is not interested, it's not the buyer's fault. It's the seller's fault, right? It has to be the seller's fault. Like Apple, who's in the business to make money, they're there to compete all the time. That's why we love Apple, because they're going to come out with a better product. They want to come out with a product that's better than somebody in the competition. But do these ladies do that? I'm sure there are some that do that. But when I'm hearing that, I'm loyal to you. Loyal how? How do you prove your loyalty to black men? What do you do? What does that consist of? And those answers you're going to get are never going to be nothing that black men can appreciate. Oh, we march for you guys when you guys get locked up. No, you're not going to get any. None of those responses are going to deal with any kind of black femininity, supportive conversations, anything that black men are looking for in a mate. You will never hear it, because that question is not designed for that at all. And it's always, well, since you're not going to be loyal, go divest. So do you think that you're going to actually go be loyal to somebody else with the same attitude? Do you think because you're going to go over to the white man that you're going to somehow change? Is that what you think? Like these are the questions that nobody talks about. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all of you. Discovered the bell. We're out.